and welcome to this channel. Don't forget to like, to share, and also to subscribe to our channel. In the news today, US military threats. I met one general on plane and I asked him what he thinks about this. Who said this? Peter Obi. In a recent appearance on Symphony TV, former Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi addressed the ongoing security challenges facing Nigeria, particularly in response to recent comments by US President Donald Trump regarding violence against Christians in the country. Speaking as a politician, Obi emphasized the gravity of Nigeria's current situation. For me as a politician, my only little suggestion and contribution is that we know where we are now in our country at a critical junction. He stated, noting that the state of affairs speaks for itself. Obi referenced recent developments involving President Trump's statement on the matter, explaining that within the past 2 weeks, the American leader has issued remarks touching on issues of genocides and killings in Nigeria. Rather than getting caught up in semantics, Obi urged that Nigerian leadership should focus on the fundamental problems at hand. The former presidential candidate revealed he had discussed the issue with military officials, including one he encountered when traveling. His concern centered on what he views as a misplaced emphasis on the national response. We have a situation where somebody mentions something, and instead of looking at the stark reality, uh, there are killings. Yes, there are. We spend time debating whether it's genocide or not. Obi observed. He urged Nigerian authorities to shift their approach, suggesting they should have put ourselves together, face the stark reality, that is, the killings, and found out how we can organize diplomatically and in every way how we can be helped. Obi's comment underscored a growing call for pragmatic action on Nigeria's security crisis rather than defensive posturing over international characterizations of the violence. Really, this was well said by Peter Obi, the person of the former presidential candidate of Labour Party, as regards the issue of the American president calling on Nigeria that there is genocide of Christians, and then the president of the United States might eventually have to, call for military action in Nigeria. That Nigeria is being placed on country of particular concern, and then Nigerians begin to talk. And what Peter Obi has said, I think is the reality. The crux of the matter is there killing? Yes. But like I always say, the matter is a fragile one, and we must be sensitive in the way we approach it. For example, knowing fully well that some people are traumatized because of the killing. And if we make wrong statements as regards the issue, we are going to open a lot of wounds that are just healing up, because it's not an easy thing to lose loved ones, not to share death as it were, but to unnecessary, unreasonable non-state actors who decided to just snuff life out of the people. To a large extent, it's not a welcome development. How on earth will somebody wake up in the morning with the whole family and he left for work, and returning he couldn't find his family anymore? He only met everybody dead, and with no reason, not poison, not natural cause. Just some people just coming to take their life just like that, and they are still moving freely, even in the country, you know, claiming rights, saying that there is no right for those people to live. Why they feel they have right to live? So these are sensitive issues that we can't just open mouth and talk about anyhow. And that is why the leadership of the country need to nip this menace, this matter up as early as possible in the bud. Because how on earth will you, as leadership, you open your eyes and you allow your country, in quote now, to turn to anarchy? It's not supposed to be. And then you are so lackadaisical to an extent that is only an external person, external force, that is calling your attention to the killings that is happening within your backyard. It's a shame, honestly speaking. It's a very bad thing, and I don't think it should be overlooked. And that's where the sensitivity of the matter is. Now, for Peter Obi to now call the attention of the leadership to the crux of the matter, are there killings? Yes, there are killings. You don't need to go on to the semantics of genocide killing or genocide of Christians or not. There are genocides in this country. There are pogroms in this country. People are being killed anyhow because of some indoctrinated, jihadists, so to say, adulterated, I don't know how I'm going to put it. They're just there as a result of, illiteracy. And all they feel they could do is to begin to unleash terror on other people. And I don't think they are even at peace themselves. But Nigerian government should please look into the matter. And that's the real point. They should send, they should be for security in this country, send out more military men and let them go after these people. We don't want to be hearing that they have their own enclave. The military should go in there and fish them out. This is our territorial, space. Why should they, begin to suffocate us in our space? We are not supposed to allow that. Let them fish them out. And if it requires, a kinetic approach, please let them use. In fact, if it is this issue of killing, I don't think a non-kinetic approach should be, administer on this kind of people, because I know if they see the military officers too, they'll be the one to first kill them. And we have been having records of killings of military officers, gallant soldiers, even by this set of, people. And we can't allow this to continue in this country. So the earlier we need this thing in the board, the better. Yes, Mr. Obi has spoken rightly. Let them face the matter. And all the people that have been affected, I think government owe them visits, succor, and encouragement. And also, wherever compensation seems to be needed, I think it should be given concerning these people. Very, very important. Of course, if Donald Trump want to assist, they should also, accept his help, but not in that regard that Donald Trump is trying to say they will invade Nigeria. No, Nigeria is a sovereign state. He cannot just leave his own territory and come and then begin to invade our territory when we are not putting any threat to anybody in the world. Yes, those people are not supposed to be allowed to live one day. These non-state actors that are carrying weapons and killing people. That's just the reality. So Nigerian government can just go into diplomatic discussion with the US and let us see what they can, get from US to assist them. And if there are any bottlenecks as regards the condition of the US, let them state it clear so that US can shift ground. This is very, very important for Nigeria to get better. Like this channel, subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to share. Thank you.